Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. It is 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday the 12th of February 2021 and we are live for the next half an hour or so doing some motivation, inspiration and conversation for your day ahead. So why not go ahead and pop up on screen the three things that you are grateful for this morning. What three things are you grateful for this morning? As I quickly share this to my personal Facebook page, it's just helping to streamline all the comments to us. We were sharing to too many places through the system, and so this is just helping us get the comments back to us. Join me now. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. And what three things are you particularly grateful for this morning? When we show our attitude of gratitude, we allow the universe to speak to us more and we allow things to come to us more succinctly. So what three things are you grateful for this morning as we sit here on this lovely Friday morning? It looks like the sun's outside. And so there's lots to be grateful for. But what are you grateful for? Oh gosh. What are you grateful for this morning? And as we head into the weekend, what plans do you have for the weekend? What are you planning for yourself? Are you doing anything with family or with friends online? I see lots of people are now having these little online dinner parties, etc., where everybody orders the same food from the same place or makes the same food in their separate homes, and yet they have like a video screen like this, and we'd be cooking here, you'd be cooking at your house, and we still have the conversation online. I've even seen a really cute idea where people have bought exactly the same things. So they bought the same bottles of wine, etc., and they kind of like pretend to be passing the wine across the table. So, yeah, what have you planned for your weekend ahead? That's also something. What have you planned for your weekend ahead? Morning, Claire. How are you? Being healthy, having amazing friends in the company of little Sasha, which is your cat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, so dinner parties, online dinner parties are all the rage at the moment. Games evenings, quizzes, all those kinds of things. People are just kind of trying to bunker down and get the most out of this time that we have to reflect and to think and to do. But it's about how you make that work for you, I suppose, is really important. How do we make it work for ourselves? How do we make it so that it's bearable? And there's lots of different things that you could do to do that. So yeah, what are your weekend plans? What are you grateful for today? What are your weekend plans? And as we head toward the end of lockdown, hopefully, does anyone have any huge plans for once lockdown is over? Does anyone have any plans or epiphanies or things that they are going to be doing definitely when lockdown is over? Good morning, good morning. Hey Susie, how are you? The lovely Sue Venus, morning Martin, Andrew and Bella. And there he is. There's my gorgeous. Hello, husband of mine. Grateful for my husband. Oh, bless you. And Bella. Well, we're very grateful for you, my love. Long walks in the snow, being able to still speak to my family, a warm and cozy sleep. Now, Daisy, I need to explain, is studying in Scotland at the moment, so she's so far away from her family here in Bournemouth. But we keep her busy, don't we, Daisy? Giving her some techniques and things to do. Have had such an amazingly lazy and relaxing week that I do feel the need to get some things done over the weekend before returning to work next week. Amazing list. See what you get to. I'm making lists at the moment, and I am really, 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 really looking forward to using all the. I got Andrew to buy me some multi-surface wipes yesterday. My life is so exciting. because I love the smell. I mean, you all know I drink lemon water like there's no tomorrow, but I love the smell of lemon as well and citrus. So I have been put onto these multi-surface wipes, and I am just wiping down anything I can wipe down at the moment and getting that gorgeous citrus, and it's energizing. It really is. Citrus is very energizing. So looking forward to that. Um, I'm going to be doing some more cleaning today and some more tidying up and more packing away and a little bit of moving. Don't tell Andrew. A little bit of moving around the house, but we'll figure that out. Grateful for family, time to rest, and looking forward to time with my daughter. That's amazing, Karen. Really amazing. A lot of people are feeling the pinch now of just not being able to access their children, their parents, their families, even if they live close by, because we're all supposed to be keeping separate. So I think a lot of people will do a lot of family catch up as soon as we're able, which is great. Jane Barker, of course, popping in with party with my new lockdown friends. That is to be expected. To be expected. I was thinking about that. Morning, Debbie, Lisa, how are you? I was thinking about that, Jane, and kicking anxieties back into gear. Amazing. I was thinking this morning that we've all made these friends over lockdown that are in different places. So, like, I've made friends in Wales and London and all over the place. And I'm in Bournemouth. And I just wonder, as soon as lockdown's over, are people going to start venturing cross country to go and meet other people? And I mean, will we be allowed to do that? That's my next thought, is like, are we allowed to just skip 4 counties and, land in the 5th county? So that's going to be interesting, going to be very interesting to see how people are able to reacclimatize to energy in the world and all of that stuff. Having a very chill day today, tidying up, and then doing a face pack and things. Well, life is tough when you get to do a face pack, honey. But great, Daisy. Absolutely great. Get some reading done, get some meditation done. That'll help. Yeah, that'll really help. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Tash van Barnels. Hi, goeiemorgen, hoe gaan het? Good morning, how are you? Here's hoping you're well, Tash. Grateful for friends, the internet, and central heating. Right, I'm going to pick a card for everybody that is watching us today. Anyone that's watching right now, this card is for you. Good point. Oh, Jane, I love your sense of humor. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's pick a card. Oh, making a choice. Okay, so this is the first card. First card, making a choice. Card 30 comes to a 3. 3 is all about change. Here, this card used to, for me, symbolize making a choice between a balance between our physical life and our spiritual life. But now, since Corona, this card has changed its meaning, like just showed itself to me differently. And this talks about a work-life balance. So how much time we devote to work, how much time we devote to family, balancing our relaxation with our busyness, and how we bring that into balance and how we maintain that balance are all very, very important and indicated by this card. Really, really important to recognize that, to understand that, to be in tune with that, because we do need to address balance in our lives, all of us, myself included. We have to find balance. Balance is so important. Really, really important. Really good to find balance, really good to maintain balance in our lives. Very, very important. It's the last day of term, says Tash, and she's going to relax with her children afterwards. Looking forward to seeing my family and friends this year and getting back to work. Miss all these. It's been 2 long years, too many. Grateful for starting to feel better and the possibilities of freedom. Absolutely. I'm actually looking forward to getting back to doing some holistic fairs, funnily enough. I haven't done holistic fairs in ages. I do the gorgeous Sue's holistic fair, but I'm just looking forward to getting back to my normality, getting back into doing stuff that really does resonate with me, and seeing the people that you've befriended at holistic fairs and maintained friendships with over the years is all very, very important to me. and very, very interesting to see and to experience and to know. Sorry, guys. So I'm interested in getting back to holistic fairs because that's my tribe, really. Holistic people. There we go. Every morning, every single morning, I didn't do it this morning. Every morning when I get up and take my meds, I have to blow my nose just once, but it's become like a thing. No idea why. Morning, hun, Bella. Grateful for Phoebe getting better. My cousin in America also getting better, and my good health. Amazing. Resonates well. Remote teaching from home is harder than working at school. I'm working from 7 until 9:30. I have no work-life balance at the moment, and this is a struggle for me at the moment. It's about choosing to create that time for yourself, Tash, because the first thing we all say is, I don't have the time to do it. All of us. The first thing we all say is, I don't have time to balance work-life. But time is a human construct. Time doesn't actually exist. We've created time. We've created 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a year. And so it's really important with that knowledge to go, do you know what? I'm going to make some time. I'm going to carve some time out to do the things that I need to do. Really, really important because it brings you back into focus. Daisy says, we're hoping to have a freshers week once we can, and I'd like to make some friends here in Glasgow. That's interesting because you've been there. This is your first year, but you obviously haven't met too many people if you're all under quarantine. So that is interesting. Oh, bless you, Daisy. Lauren! Hey, Lal. We need to have that call, Miss Lauren. Getting ready for a very first show. I know it's tomorrow at 2:30. Creations, which debuts tomorrow. Feels good that my work-life balance is now fully within my own hands and not fighting against a toxic work environment. Amazing. Lauren, I am so, so, so proud of you. So Lauren is an ex-pupil of the school that I worked at and a pupil that I became very fond of because we did a lot of work together dramatically, did a lot of work together, writing of shows, producing, sorting things out, doing things, and has just gone on from strength to run an amazing collaborative theatre company in Dubai, Lauren? In Dubai? Dubai. Well, at least it's in the United Arab Emirates. It's in the UAE. Please send your husband my warm regards as well, Lauren. It's nice to see you guys are settling in and really taking life by the horns, which is great. Really, really proud of you, Lauren. Honestly, I am. Oh, yes, me too, Martin. Really miss holistic fairs. Love meeting all of the lovely people. Absolutely. Not really due to the expectations, so I am working on the balance. Yes. I know why you're saying that, Tash. But that will all sort of iron itself out over time. It'll all iron itself out. You just need to keep going. Keep going, keep doing. Kyk noord en bliep bliep voort. Jy weet wat se woordjies is daar, nee. So carry on with that, Tash. You'll do well. Doing we will. Dubai, there we go. Yes, Dubai. Craig, there we go. Craig. Send Craig my warm regards, Lauren, and your folks as well. I see them from time to time on Facebook, and Shannon from time to time on Facebook. So I do keep my ear to the ground. Really, really, really amazing to see you here, though. Thank you for joining us. Right, let's pull another card for those of us that are watching. Just a little inspiration. Oh, this is a great card. 25, Metamorphosis. This card is beautifully illustrated. It has flamingos that are sort of turning into butterflies, and up above we have cocoons and butterflies. Now, butterflies are a symbol of transformation, of metamorphosis. They're very symbolic spiritually. And 25 comes to a 7, and that's the number for metamorphosis, transformation, etc. So as a combination, this just reinforces that. Also, we've got the pink, and your pink is your higher heart chakra. That's all about your secret hopes, dreams, aspirations, and wishes, your private stuff that you keep to yourself, not the stuff that you share publicly, but sort of your secret hopes, dreams, aspirations, and wishes, the things you want to attract into your life, the things you want to maintain in your life. They are all located at the higher heart chakra, which is symbolically, it's pink. And that's just a lovely indicator that there are changes going on around us, there are changes going on with us, and that we need to really embrace those changes and see how they help to propel us forward. Because when we recognize things and embrace them, we can sort of work with them and move forward with them in a positive and self-affirming way. And sometimes we can't see the wood for the trees. We can only see a couple of steps ahead of us, and that's okay. Because as a non-driver, I'm told when you drive and you turn your headlights on or your lights on, you can only see a certain distance in front of the car in a very dark night on the very dark road with no streetlights. You can only see the distance that that light will project in front of you. You know where your destination is, you're moving in that direction, but all you can see is the next sort of step, the next couple of meters. And symbolically, that brings us to the whole point of, like, we don't have to have the answers. We have to know where we're going. We need to know where we're going, and we need to keep moving forward to get there. It can be fast, can be slow, can be through a detour sometimes, but the fact is we need to keep going forward, keep moving forward, keep progressing, keep tunneling forward, and just know that if you have the destination plugged into your sat nav of life, that you will get there. It's all in divine timing. It depends on things lining up for you. It depends on you feeling it, believing it, knowing it to be true and your truth, and just allowing that to speak volumes to you in a very positive and affirming way, positive and self-affirming way, because those are the things that we are looking forward to. Miss Bella is lying under the table. She's just come in to come say hi. So hello to everyone from Bella. Right, what 3 things are we grateful for? If you've not popped up your 3 things of gratitude yet, why not? Go ahead, pop them up on screen. Let's see what you are grateful for in your life right now, this minute. Also, what are you getting up to this weekend? If you are in Dubai, go and catch Lauren in her show tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. I'm sure it will be phenomenal. Right, so we are live Monday to Friday, 10 till 10:30 UK time, doing this. We're doing our motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day ahead, Monday through Friday, 10 till 10:30 UK time. And then on a Tuesday and Thursday night, we do our development group on a Tuesday, our mediumship group on a Thursday. Those are from 8 until 9:30 in the evening. And in both cases, they are hosted through Zoom, so that we can see, hear, and speak to each other. It's very interactive. It's £5 a session, and you can sort out your connections and your links with me. And then on a Sunday night, we're back here on this channel on Facebook doing our Psychic Sundays. Don't forget, as always, all our broadcasts are shared directly and live to YouTube as well. So if you were to miss out on a session and you don't know where to go looking for it, you could actually go directly to YouTube, find MJ Lifestylist on YouTube, give us a like, give us a follow, ring that bell, do all of those things, and you can catch up on all our broadcasts. And as I say, they are not edited. They are live and directly to YouTube. So what you see here in the morning is exactly what you get. All my broadcasts are projected live to YouTube. So it's live right now, and then it'll be stored on our channel, on our YouTube channel. So go ahead, give that a like, give it a follow, and let's see where we go. All the comments have stopped. Not sure why. Is anyone still there? Are you still alive? Let's see what's going on with everyone in the world. I will do one more card while I'm waiting for that. I don't know. I think we go through fits and starts where the tech allows all the comments through, and then it stops all the comments for a while. So, speaking of education, we have the card education. Card 35 comes to an 8. Education here doesn't necessarily only talk about book smarts, it talks about street smarts as well. So it's the knowledge you've gained, and then how you apply that knowledge. How's that moving forward with you? How's it moving through with you? What is happening with the knowledge, with the education that you've got? In my case, my education was more practically based, and I'm only now doing all the theoretical and theory diplomas, etc., to back up the practical knowledge. So in the last 2 or 3 years, I've done a number of courses. I think I've done about 17 courses, and I've got 23 or so still to do that I've booked and paid for. I pick up courses when they are inexpensive and put them into my basket, pay for them, and then as I move forward in my life, I pick up a course or two that I'd like to study at that time. More recently, I have just done the Hopi ear candling course. I'm finishing a massage course, and then I'm going to move back on to doing some fashion courses again. But it's all stuff that I have done for years, practically, but haven't had the theory behind me. And so now, in getting qualified in these different subjects and different things, I'm able to, better understand how I'm meant to be working with that energy, with those subjects, with those topics, etc., etc. So that is what's happening there. So education is key. 35, of course, comes to an 8. 8 on its side is the infinity symbol. Infinity is all about prosperity and abundance. So how do you feel about prosperity and abundance? Do you feel deserving of it? Do you feel that you're entitled to it? And if so, how do you feel it comes to you? How does that come to you? How does it work with you? All of these are valid questions. So yeah, prosperity and abundance. And that doesn't have to be monetary. I keep saying this, or physical things. It could be prosperous with friendships. It could be prosperous with how you work with others, how you blend with others. It's just about your perspective, really. Karen's question is, so Claire says, I think we're all just listening to you. We are here. We are here, says Jane. Will you do flowers for weddings in the future? I'm currently doing flowers for weddings, Karen. For weddings specifically, I have in the past done invitations, menu cards, place holders, the thank you, like the little gift bag things that go on all the places. I've done all of that. Flowers is a big component of what I do, both the personal bridal flowers and venue flowers, church flowers. I've done flowers for funerals. I also do decor, all the table decor. I've done all sorts for weddings and continue to do so, but I'm now a qualified florist and I have a floristry business management diploma. So yeah, flowers. If I could do anything in the world, if money wasn't a problem and if clientele wasn't a problem and I could do anything in the world full time, I would have a florist and just work with flowers. They don't talk back, they don't criticize, they don't judge. People really appreciate what you do. It brings people comfort, it brings people happiness. It is quite spiritual. I love doing flowers. I throw myself wholeheartedly into doing flowers. Love, 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 love. And that's what I would do if I had a choice and if I had the money to do it. The problem is that nowadays people go to grocery stores and buy flowers. And so were you to have a florist, you'd be buying in stock to sell, but should it not sell, you'd have to throw all these flowers away because they are perishable. And I have a problem with that, which is why at this stage I do flowers for weddings, funerals, events, because you're purchasing flowers specifically for that purpose rather than purchasing flowers in case you might sell them, which is why I haven't opened my florist. Morning, Shilian, how are you? That's a lot of courses you are doing. I can only concentrate on one at a time. I only do one at a time, Claire. What I'm saying is they're bought and paid for, and they're sitting in the basket. Because as you know, with those 2 companies that I use, you've got lifetime access. And I only do one at a time. I do whatever I feel like doing. The rest are sitting in the basket indefinitely until I get to them. But I kind of do 2 in tandem. So if I get bored with one, I move on to the other for a chapter or so, and then I come back. But over time, over the 3 years, I've done about 17 that I've completed, and I've got 23 or so sitting in the basket still. There were about 40 courses that I bought all together. Over time as well, not all at once. Doing 1 and 2 further courses to do after, and we'll be adding a meditation course. Absolutely. And numerology, I think, is important for you too. I did everything for my own wedding and my sisters and friends. Yeah, for my sister's weddings, for my one sister, I did all the hair for the bridal party. For my other sister, for her second wedding, I did, so for my younger sister, I did the hair for the bridal party, and I also did, I was the master of ceremonies. And then for my older sister, for her second marriage, my ex and I did all the decor. We did all the decor, all the flowers. Yeah, very involved. We'll use you for a future wedding for my daughter. Oh, amazing. You can see samples of my work on my pages. Flowers, nature, beauty, peace. Absolutely. And they make me calm. I think that's the thing, is when I work with flowers, I'm really calm. I know it can get stressful because you've got like deadlines and stuff, and sometimes things don't want to work. But I've never had an unhappy bride or recipient of flowers before. It just brings people peace and tranquility, and it's just a lovely feeling to work with flowers. I would love to just work with flowers. Grateful for your wise words, watching how my spiritual friends are coping with all the changes we're moving through, and a FaceTime reading booked for this afternoon. Amazing! Sue, you've just put your foot right in it, because if you can do a FaceTime reading, honey, you can join us on Zoom. Caught you out. So I'd love to see you though. I'd love to see and chat to you. So let's book a FaceTime coffee for next week sometime, maybe. Just you and me. Shall we? Love to see you. Am I the only person who hates cut flowers because they die? People have an issue with cut flowers because they die, Jane, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that if you treat cut flowers properly and you maintain them properly and you cut them properly, you could get 2 to 3 weeks out of them. My favorite flower, just one of my favorite flowers, Jane, is orchids. Because when they flower, the flowers last about 3 months. And you don't have to cut them. You can obviously have a couple of pots of orchids together. You can just repot them into a beautiful bowl or something. And the flowers take a good 3 months before they die. I know it's not cut flowers, but you know, that's the kind of flower I enjoy, that keeps giving. I can't do plastic flowers, and I can't do the artificial, even the new silk ones. I mean, I nearly got thrown out of my flower supply store because I told them that I thought silk flowers were awful. They basically asked me to leave because I just can't. Plastic flowers or silk flowers remind me of funerals. But I do know what you're saying, Jane, because a lot of people are like that. But do you have, Jane, in your fields and stuff, because of your sheep, etc., do you have like wildflowers that sometimes pop up in your fields? Next time we chat, I'll show you my tiara. Oh, well, there's an offer a boy can't refuse. Love it. I'm calm with my 2 vases of lilies in my lounge. You saw them. Yeah. And funnily enough, those lilies are one of my favorite flowers. I like stargazer lilies as well, that have the bright pink inside and then they go fade to white. Love those. Proteas are my mom's favorite flowers, because proteas, interestingly, you can use them, and then when they dry beautifully. So you can do a dry arrangement with them, which is gorgeous because they keep their shape, and they almost go like different shades of tea and coffee, because they dry out, so they lose their color, they drain their color, but they look like all sorts of cappuccino, coffee, tea tones of color, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Always have lilies. Lemonade or sugar water keeps them fresh for 2 weeks or so. Yeah, it would do. Low maintenance cacti. We did have a cacti. It died. Yes. Got a lovely bank of snowdrops next to the field. You see, that's also why you probably don't like cut flowers, Jane, because if you've got access to a gorgeous swathe of flowers, or like a piece in your garden where there's flowers, it's really lovely to see those do their thing. But if you were growing flowers in your garden, you would have to deadhead them anyway. You would have to take off the dead ones to encourage more growth. So in some ways, cutting the flowers and having a vase of flowers or vase of flowers in the home encourages more growth on the flowers that have been cut, so that they'll continue to produce, which is great. Right. Grateful for everyone and everything in my life. I love snowdrops. So many of them here. They're such happy flowers. Sister doesn't want real flowers at her wedding. think that's more to do with the cost and that they die. Flowers don't have to cost the earth either. That's the other thing. People charge way too much because they hear the word wedding and then they want to triple the price, and I'd take exception to that. Love white hydrangea, beautiful. Annabelle, as they grow in the garden and can be dried into purple. Yes, love bulbs indoors and outdoors too. Yeah, I figured out what the bulbs are at the front door. I've remembered what they are. They are hyacinths. So you guys, like when we get are they called bluebells that come out now in the forests? I'm going to say bluebells. What are the flowers that pop up now? The purple flowers. They're like a lavendery color. And they come from bulbs. Anyway, our whole garden is full of them. Masses and masses and masses of them. And I remember last year when they die down, you cut the leaves off eventually because the nutrients go back into the bulb, and then you cut off the dry leaves and leave the bulbs in the ground if you can be bothered. With us, there's about 3,000 bulbs, all joking aside, in our garden. We've got a massive garden, and they just pop up everywhere. And I remember last year specifically pulling out some of the bulbs and then replanting them at our front door. And that's what's going to come up, are these. They basically are hyacinths. They're a type of hyacinth. So they are gorgeous, purple. And that is just going to be amazing when they flower. But right now the plants are coming up, which is great. Right, ladies and gents, it has been a lovely morning chatting about flowers and energy and what we're doing for the weekend, etc. Here's hoping that you and yours have a fantastic weekend, whatever you choose to do. Please remember to take care of yourselves and each other. You're doing the best you can with the tools you got, and you can't pour from an empty cup. Be blessed. Have a fantastic weekend, and we look forward to seeing you when next you can join us. So have a fantastic day. Namaste. Blessings, love, and light. MJ.